Those vegan guys. I thank you.
Hello, my loves. I'm Paul.
I'm Jason.
And together we are
Those Vegan Guys.
We just we thought we'd have a little car chat with you, because I'm very aware that not everybody that watches our channel looks at the community tab where I might post things sometimes. So for any of you that watched my vlog not so long back where I was talking about this here thing on my face, I've had a positive continuation of the story.
After quite some time.
After quite some time. It's been over a year now since I've highlighted this to my doctor. And the reason I wanted to make this little car vlog today and have a chat with you about it, we're just on our way down to the allotment, by the way. Not to do anything, just to pick up a letter. I'll explain on the allotment vlog. But yeah, just been for my haircut. Always makes me feel so much better. I feel even betterer when it's bleached.
Which will be tonight or tomorrow, probably tomorrow.
Yeah. But I just wanted to let you know that I've had to take the lead on this. It's funny because Joanne commented on my post in that vegan group last night, saying, I've got nothing but praise for the NHS, they've saved my life many times, but you've got to be your own advocate.
Big time. They've saved my life on 2 occasions.
Yeah.
Amazing.
They are amazing, but you do have to push. You do have to be your own advocate. It wasn't my doctor that said to me, I'll send you to see a dermatologist about this. I had to ask. I had to ask to go and see the dermatologist. Anyway, I went on Wednesday. And I just said, hi, again. I saw you end of last year about this. And you said you were going to get me in to splice it off and send it off for testing. That hasn't happened. And he said, oh, I don't really understand why that hasn't happened. And I said, well, you were the one who was going to do it. You told me you would be doing it in here, so you would know. And he said, right, I will get you in within the next 2 weeks, and I'll do, what we've said. I will splice it and send it off for testing. So I says, because for those of you that don't know, by the way, my mother had something very similar in almost exactly the same place last year. And they got her in for surgery, they cut around it, tested it, it was cancerous. But they got rid of it all. So I said to him, if you splice this and test it and it has cancerous cells in it, what will be the next step? And he said to cut around it and take it off completely. I said, right, let's do that now. Why, let's do that now. I explained to him, I said, look, I'm a drag queen and like, this is really having a negative effect on my work. I don't want to work as a drag queen with this, because even if I put makeup on it, you'll still see a big lump on my face. Yeah. And if you do what you said you were going to do, splice it off, that might lead to a second surgery, so like, why don't we just go for that? And he said, right, okay, if that's, and he drew it all down for me. He said, this is what the scar will look like, here's what the cut will look like, and here's what the scar will look like. It could just be a long straight scar, or it might end up looking like a long stretch mark. And I said, I'm good with either of those, I can cover that with makeup. So I wanted to do this because I wanted to promote being your own advocate. Yes, doctors and, specialists and dermatologists are way more experienced than we are, but they've had to deal with people for years and years and years who take the piss out of the NHS. And I think that's the kind of underlying reluctance. Is it reluctance? for them to do what needs to be done, because, you know, so many people have exaggerated.
In terms of them just sort of not being as maybe as proactive as they could be.
Yeah.
So and also, like we've said before, people, well, you just kind of said it then, it's like people misusing the NHS creates issues for the NHS.
Of course it does.
But you're right, you've got to be, sadly, you've got to be your own best friend, haven't you? Your own advocate, like you said.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be that way, because you go into somebody who is...
I know, and that's the infuriating thing about it. And, you know, if I was less ballsy, I wouldn't. I'd just be like, okay, we'll do what you say, and, you know...
Because there must be plenty of people that just, you know, and rightly so to a certain extent, you put a doctor or a consultant, a clinical consultant, on a bit of a pedestal because they're getting paid a lot of money, they've studied at university for at least 4 years, often much longer, if they're specialising in something in particular. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame really that you've got to really have to push to get sorted out.
I know, and I'm just really glad that I've got the experience of my mother going through something very similar that I could draw on and be able to say, this is what happened with my mum.
Yeah.
They got her in, they got it off, she's got a nice neat little scar there, it's done. So can we do that, please? Anyway, he's agreed to it, so hopefully at some point over the next, I'm hoping, a few weeks.
We're talking weeks rather than months, aren't we? Fingers crossed.
So he said he would put it through as priority because he measured it yesterday, and he said there is definite growth since, you know, since I last went to see him. So it's like, yeah, okay then, can we please cut it the frig off my face? That'd be nice.
It would be nice, wouldn't it?
So yeah, we just thought we'd have a catch up with you. Just been uptown to Barbers, like having a chat in the car.
Yeah.
Just been uptown to Barbers. We're popping up to Mum and Dad's later on because Jason's sister Donna was 40 a few days ago. So
she's coming over with husband and little Oliver,
baby Oliver.
So a little, yeah, it's a pottering kind of day today, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's Thursday, so you probably think, what's Jason doing off work? Well, he booked it off to have a long weekend, didn't he, babes?
Yeah, because we've got weird annual leave at our place. So basically, a lot of places in the UK, I don't know about other parts of the world, annual leave for a job that you do equates to the financial year in the UK, which I appreciate this is a little bit boring, but it's usually April to April. Our annual leave gets reallocated 1st of January. So I've had all my annual leave refreshed, and I was like, you know what? Take Thursday off.
Just have a day off.
See my sister. Have a bit of a pottering day. We're going to pop to Tesco's later on.
Yeah.
I'll probably be teaching a couple of students later on tonight, and then it's proper weekend starts, doesn't it?
Yeah. And we're live this weekend on Sunday afternoon.
Sunday afternoon, cooking in the kitchen.
Cooking in the kitchen. No idea what I'm going to be cooking yet.
No, well this time.
Was it the last time we did one of these I did the kebab meat?
I believe the last cooking in the kitchen was the kebab meat, yes. Was it?
I can't remember. Anyway, that kebab meat was outstanding. Still got some in the freezer for next week, because I thought, well, check it out. I'll freeze some, see how it freezes and defrosts. So we've got some for next week to have another doner kebab. Ooh, it's lovely. Yeah, proper lovely. So right, I suppose that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so, in terms of just updating people, because like you said, not everybody sees the community tab and our Facebook posts and things.
So there is progression with this, and if you have something that's bothering you, and you don't think that enough is being done about it, say it. Please, say it for your own sake. Say it. Here's what I think we should do about this.
Yeah, and particularly relating...
You might not be right.
Yeah.
They might, you know, have a very good reason for not taking it the way you think it should go, but I think you must stand up for yourself these days.
Yeah. Particularly relating to GPs in England as well.
To your health. Anything related to your health, whether it be a GP or a specialist or a dermatologist or a, you know, whatever, you've got to be your own advocate.
What I was going to say was, with GPs, particularly in England, even though they're all governed by, you know, a central body, as it were, you've got to think of them as all being independent businesses.
Yeah.
That's what they are. So you're always going to get the good, the bad and the ugly when it comes to GPs. But they're the ones that are your advocate. They're the ones that are your first port of call, that are supposed to escalate something if they deem it to be serious. So your first port of call is always going to be your GP, and we do appreciate, having both worked in the NHS and been around it for like 10-15 years, that they're not all great, sadly. They're not all great. We've had a couple of surgeries near us very recently literally just be shut down.
Yeah.
They've been shut down because they're so bad.
That big at near Tesco's.
Yeah.
Shut down and it fails with.
So Paul's absolutely right. If you don't feel like you're getting the service that you deserve, we're all taxpayers, or the vast majority of us are taxpayers when all's said and done, and we pay into the NHS. So we should be getting at least GPs and specialists taking things seriously, shouldn't we?
Absolutely.
Especially when it comes to, you know, potentially something that's life-threatening, without meaning to be too dramatic, but let's just say it as it is.
This could be.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, thing is being cut off. I'm delighted about that, but I've had to take the lead from the very start of this. It's me that's had to say, okay, send me to a dermatologist then, because they'll know more than you. Okay, dermatologist, can't we do this, because that seems to be and so here we are. Anyway, we're almost there, so we just wanted a quick chat in the car. Hope to see you on Sunday afternoon. I love you, mister. I won't kiss you while you're driving.
I love you.
Love you guys. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you again soon. Until then, please be excellent to yourselves and each other. Bye, loves!